Oh, we had this horrible, exhausting, terrifying experience with Loch 11, which is obviously further down. And there was a really bad storm coming in, but we wanted to make it through the loch, so we weren't going to pull over. And the wind was getting really bad. You're not supposed to, as a kayaker, be in the center of the river because boats and the current and waves, but that's where it's fastest, so we were like, oh, we're going to be in the middle of the river. And so the waves started to get really, really big, and at first it was fun. Like, I swear one wave picked us up and was surfing us. We were like, yeah, living the dream! But then water started to slowly flood into the kayak, and the waves were getting too much. And it's not like the kind where you can strap in. Like, if we flip, like, all the bags are falling out, like, we're gonna lose everything. Everyone's gonna die. So we were like, this is getting really bad. Like, we're taking on a lot of water. So we were like trying to paddle and like scoop some out, but then it was raining and it was everywhere. We're like, we just need to make it to this loch right now. And as we're like trying to make it to the loch through like the storm, bugs start to live in the kayak, but it's flooding. So this huge spider is like crawling up me and going on the side of my face. And I wanted to swat it off, but there were more important things. And like, it's just trying to survive like I am. So me and the spider were like weathering it together. And the loch, it's like a big concrete wall, you know? So it's not like you can just pull over and wait out the storm. You're just like in this giant concrete prison. And so you have a little rope that the leisure boats pull, and then they open the lock for you. But like the storm is like crashing us against the wall, and we keep pulling this rope and they're not opening the lock, and we're like, we're gonna die! And they have one ladder going up that it's not for civilians, but we were gonna die. So I was like, dude, like there's no choice. We need to jump to the ladder and grab, like, we have ropes tied to the kayak. We need to grab the ropes and we need to jump. Which was like, okay! So like in the middle of the waves, we each have a rope in hand and we jump from the sinking kayak to the ladder. We climb up and we tied the ropes around this metal bar at the top as it's slowly sinking beneath the waves, and all our stuff is floating out and going away. Like, we're losing the kayak, which is our whole life. We're like, no, no. And then finally something comes over the intercom, and it's the lock masters, and they're like, okay, we're ready to open the lock, you guys should get back in your boat now. And we're like, it's sinking! And then they're like, you can get back in the boat. It's sinking! I can't understand you, stop yelling. It's sinking? Oh shit. So then they all ran out, and then they're like, oh yeah, that's sinking. So they were like trying a bunch of different things. They tried to pull it up, but it was too heavy. And then they sent me down with a life jacket, like in all the waves, with an electronic pump that was extended from a cord to try and pump out water, but it was too late, it was coming in too fast. And then they were like, fuck it, we gotta open the lock. So they open the lock and they're just dragging me and the sinking boat in. Then they close it. We lost a lot of shit, but then in the calmer inside the lock, we were able to pump out all the water, get back in, and beach, fix everything up.
Holy shit.
So that was pretty terrifying.